Hello everyone, my name is Sage and welcome to the new episode of my Cassette Beasts playthrough here on YouTube. Today we're gonna keep on, of course, doing the exploring as before, doing the side quests and other stuff as well. We're also gonna have our first captain fight in this episode, so be excited for that, I guess, but without further ado, let's jump into it. Last time we ended up the episode with this All I Ever Needed mission, where we got this Yante's envelope, which we can now go and give to Meredith, and this will, unlocks us the access to this, what it was called, this shopping mall somewhere up north of the island. And thus we actually unlock Meredith as a new partner to go make adventures with, I guess you would say. And we also unlock a new cassette tape as well. That is kind of a Meredith's signature cassette, I suppose, this electric type thing with a TV as its head. Kinda interesting thing. But yeah, so today we're gonna do some exploring around with Meredith. We're not gonna go do this mission immediately, but we're gonna try to complete some other stuff on our way as we move further and further to north. And the first mission that I choose to focus on today is this coin operated quest, where we need to find a suitable coin for this android robot thing we found in the Eastham Woods to maybe activate it and see what happens with that. So I'll choose that as my active quest first thing first and start, moving towards its location where it's marked in the map. Before heading to the location though, I decided I want to investigate something. I have been seeing these weird dark creatures all around the map, and I decided I want to check out what's up with these things. It actually turns out there are apparently some kind of special monster fights. Maybe like a fusion? I don't know, this creature here looks like it could be a fusion of some two other monsters. So maybe these are the roaming fusions that were mentioned at some point of the game earlier. So I was thinking here that okay, I will check out this fight and see what it's gonna hold in it. And thus we head into this fight. I guess there's no other option but to take on this thing as a solo. I guess you could do this if you played with someone else this game as well. You could do a co-op mode and battle these like that. Yeah, this thing is called Fusion Swarm, so definitely it's gonna include that monster we just saw. And I think it's going to be some kind of fusion as said. But before that we have a couple of these small fries to deal with. They are actually quite easy to take out because they are very low level, as you can see. Here we also learn a new status condition from lightning types onto the plastic types. Apparently lightning attacks are a very good thing to use against the plastic type monsters. After fighting a while, a bigger crab appears, so the battle is getting a bit tougher and tougher as we move on with it. But slowly but surely we are taking down these crab monsters and just waiting for the fusion basically to appear. Even though these are kind of low level, they are still putting up a quite good fight with dealing a lot of damage to us. So it's still not like guaranteed win even if we are much higher level than they are. After getting rid of a couple more enemies, the fusion monster itself finally appears. Kinda looks like it's a fusion of one of these traffic crabs and one of those kind of mole looking monsters we've seen in the previous episodes as well. And this thing has this thing called parry stance, which might be a little bit problematic. The situation is a bit dire here because even though my grass monster here is protected by the air wall, also is getting some recovery with the leads, it's still taking a lot of damage because it got burned by the big crab earlier in the fight. So I definitely have to use even a healing item here just to make sure that I'll get through this fight. We still have all of our team available for us in the backup in case we start to struggle more with these monsters we have in the fight at the moment. So even if one of my monsters would go down here, I still have plenty of options to use in this fight to get through it. And here I try to take out the little guy, but it apparently was a bit more defensive than I thought it would be and actually survived the hit, which was definitely a surprise for me. And now Decibel here is pretty low on HP, so I'm thinking, should I switch it out or should I just, you know, attack and or maybe use dodge? In the end I decided to use the dodge to see if that would work, but unfortunately the fusion outspeeds Decibel and it goes down. A little bit annoying there. And then the inflame comes through. It doesn't actually do damage because we are protected by the airball and we are able to take the small fry out for good. Now we just need to focus on taking care of the big guy. And I summon my astral sheep here into the field to fight as well. My Blossomo is very like defensive monster. It doesn't really have that many attacking moves. They are mostly like just status moves and stuff like that, so it can actually do too much like a direct damage at the moment. Astral Sheep thing can do pretty good damage with the shooting star, but it also takes a pretty good damage from the enemy as well, so not the easiest situation. I try to put it to sleep and luckily I actually connect with it, so that's gonna help out a little bit because of course it will be sleeping for a while. It won't be able to attack us in a couple of turns, so that gives us the chance to just, you know, go all in with our attacks here. It actually has this thing called Sleep Vault. I don't know if that's like with every monster. If the monster goes to sleep, do they always try to go for the Sleep Vault, or is it just like a specific move that some monsters might have? Not sure about that at all. But with the last shooting star, the fusion goes down. But the fight is not over yet. That just means the fusion broke and we still need to actually finish up the monsters that were fused together. Here we can actually see that it was indeed a fusion of a traffic trap and this evolved form of the mole fighter thing, the Mani Spear. These things are still lower level than us, so we can do a lot of damage against that traffic trap. We will put the leech to the Mani Spear, who is actually sleeping. He got the sleeping condition from that fusion, which is good that it went to the stronger of these two monsters. So we can actually focus on taking care of the traffic trap first and then try to take care of the Mani Spear. After a little while we finally get the final hit against the Mani Spear and the fight has been won. So yeah, it was a little bit difficult fight. We lost one monster in it, but in the end, after just being, you know, a bit careful, we were able to do it and vanquish this fusion out of the map. I guess we can go around and do this to other ones as well we can find. At least we can give them a shot time to time whenever we come up to them and see if we can beat them up. I think they will give good experience to monsters and stuff like that, so it's pretty good idea, I guess, to at least try. And thankfully had this campfire very near, right next to us, so we can easily just go and restore our beasts back to fighting condition. Next we head on more to east, where we are trying to, you know, locate this coin for the coin operated quest. We do a lot of these fights against other like trainers. I don't know what they call trainers in this game, or what I'm supposed to call these other guys who are all around the overworld and fighting us with their own cassettes. But yeah, that's what we're doing, exploring ahead, you know, taking a little bit beating here and there when fighting these guys, but trying to find our way. And actually very soon we find another campfire we can thankfully rest up to actually just, you know, use as a place to recover time to time whenever we need to. I do find myself into the right tile, but as you can see, I cannot reach the coin from here. It's way too high up in there, and I'm not sure how do I get there exactly. Go and get the coin. So I have to rethink a little bit and maybe even retrace my steps back a little bit to see where I can find my way to get up there. after running around back and forth a long while, I get this stupid idea to try actually jump from top of this guy's head, and it actually worked out, which was very surprising to me, because I'm not sure if that's the intended way to go about that, or if just that's kind of like an oversight from the game developer that you know, you could actually just jump from top of that guy to get into the right direction. Up here we have some couple more people to fight, some chests to found, and something very interesting as well besides the right direction to get that coin, which we'll see in just a moment. So apparently this place is some sort of abandoned town, a very spooky looking place, definitely. First thing first, I find my way to get the coin finally, which we can probably use on that android in the Eastham Woods, whatever that place was called. And after that, to my surprise, we actually find a first captain, Captain Penny Dreadful.
Oh. Penny Dreadful. Well.
Here I actually think that I'm not ready to fight this captain immediately, because my team is not fully recovered and I'm not sure how strong this captain will be. So I first decline, head on to heal my team first, and then we shall try this fight and see how it's going to go.
Sorry. Oh.
So without further ado, let's head into the fight, and this is going to be a little interesting fight for sure.
Let's crack on.
As we begin it, it's going to be a double fight, as they pretty much always are. So the captains themselves apparently have also a sidekick with them in these fights. And yeah, the Penny is pretty much using kind of a like afterlife related monsters, I guess you could say. And this fight has an interesting gimmick, sorry, mixing up the words here, but very interesting gimmick, which actually makes it just so that we just need to survive long enough and we will actually win the fight. You will see here in just a moment as I just make a switch to more supportive beast here, monster, and the Dreadful uses Haunt, so this means ghostly characters cannot be hit by attacks but are defeated when the timer on the ghostly status runs out. And as you can see, it's 3 turns. But there is also one other thing that makes this a bit more complicated. This Sansa Time monster that is on the enemy team there as well will actually have an ability to make those ghost turns be extended. So it can extend it so that, as you can see here, it will get a couple more turns with that status. So basically the whole idea here is just to, you know, survive, beat up the support monster, and then just wait out until the stronger monster goes down. Or I don't know if it's a stronger monster, but at least it's the captain's own monster. So it's important that we just, you know, focus on maybe playing a little bit supportively. We have this Blossomo here, which works pretty well here with the leads, and trying some sleep shenanigans now and again, and then my Decibel here can just, you know, do the main damage against this Sansa Time here. That's what we're going to be focusing on. Using the Blossomo as the defensive monster, and then the Decibel as a more aggressive monster. We are still taking a lot of beating here, so it's not going to be the easiest of the fights. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole idea in this fight. And in couple turns we finish up the Sansa Time and reveal that the sidekick itself didn't have any other monsters, thankfully. So now it's just a 2 against 1 situation. We also get a third fighter here. The call for help was successful. In the end, it doesn't really matter, because the third NPC character just showed up. Actually, cannot really do much, but just, you know, keep on using these attacking moves, which of course will not work as the thing is in that ghosty status. Thankfully, the leech works even if it's on the ghosty status, so we can still get some HP recovery which is very nice. It's nice to see that this kind of at least some status moves can work, even when the enemy is in that ghosty status. But now all we need to do is just wait a couple of turns until the ghosty status goes down, and the enemy beast will then automatically get defeated. And as we can see here, the ghosty status ends, the enemy goes down, our square guy here gets a random attack in against the captain itself. We actually are able to also successfully put the captain itself to sleep. I don't know, does it really matter? She will then summon a next beast, which keeps the status condition of staying asleep a couple turns, and also the leech condition as well. It will use the sleep talk, but it actually doesn't do anything, so yeah. We can actually get some damage in here while it is sleeping, which is very nice. Although I didn't realize it was this astral type monsters, I actually gave it the AP boost with my attack. But yeah, that's what you get when you're focusing enough to the fight. I switched my decibel to my snake monster, and luckily we are in a situation where the enemy is asleep, and because of the poison type attacks my snake can do, we can get the berserk status for the dreadful, which means even if it would wake up, it would only be able to use any attacking move. So with all of this, we are trying to prevent that this thing would use the ghosty ability as well, so it wouldn't be able to stall some turns, and then we just have to, try to do that survival tactics again. But now that, because we are getting the berserk status, after it wakes up it can only use the attacks, and we actually take it out quite easily, and thus we win the fight. And here we get the first stamp to our stamp card. Apparently this captain was definitely not even one of the first ones we were supposed to find or fight, but I don't know how this works exactly in order-wise in this game. And thus, with the victory from that captain battle, we are done with today's episode. And next time, we're gonna keep on exploring to the northern parts of the map, try to find that android again, insert that coin maybe into it somehow and see if that does anything, and maybe we'll do some other side quest stuff as well. Thank you for watching this episode of my Cassette Beasts playthrough. If you enjoyed this part, remember to like the video, comment down any thoughts you might have below in the comment field about the game, or if you have any other comments in mind, let me know. And of course, if you're new viewer here, remember to subscribe to support the channel. And as always, I will see you all with the future videos. For now, it's bye bye.